Jungle, jungle, jungle. Look at this t-shirt. Happy Tiki Tuesday, everybody. It's a Sometimes vlog. And right over here we have Jabba the Hutt. Not him, right here. The hidden Jabba, question mark? What do you think? Is it a hidden Jabba or not?
Jabba no bother. I just need those crazy weird tentacle things that come off my head. What was that guy's name? The guy that was like...
I have no idea what that
You know who I'm talking
but
about?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
That's a little crazy
and
creature.
And I know what it was.
The little...
What was that guy's name? Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna!
Yes.
From Return of the Jedi. It's a Sometimes vlog. I'm back in Disneyland on Tiki Tuesday with Adam the...
You have a sweet tiki shirt.
Ooh, I do. Look at that.
Random Land
From
edition.
Live Fast Die Port on Spreadshirt.com, just like my hat. Did you see?
Oh yeah, I haven't checked out the new hat
No.
yet. That is pretty sweet.
So pretty soon we need some Adam the Woo hats.
Are we going up a
Question mark? Well, I was gonna say, today I finally returned home. I slept well.
You told me you slept like 12 hours.
I slept way more than 12 hours, like for a long, long time.
A healthy amount.
A healthy amount of catching up on sleep. I cannot think of anything to do today because look, it's starting getting rainy, overcast.
Some people
I'm
would
a
use the
little
word
sick. You're a little
dreary.
sick?
I'm a little under the weather.
Under the
and
weather.
There is weather, which is rare for California.
That might be part of
So
being
we are
under the weather. Is
technically
we're not
under-
used to being in any
Under the weather, so we should go higher up towards the weather.
So today,
By going in the treehouse, we should go higher towards the weather.
because I have no energy, it seems like the perfect time to face my fears once again.
Did you do your intro?
I need the 3 little kids.
I think so, but now I'm not sure. It's a Sometimes vlog.
It's a vlog that happens under the weather.
Under the weather.
That was insanely close. That was a Wayne's World close-up. Whoa!
So now we're gonna go up into Tarzan's treehouse. Have you ever seen the movie Tarzan?
The original?
The original Disney cartoon version.
No, not the cartoon version.
Yeah.
I have seen.
You have
Also,
the Disney
and
cartoon?
I've actually seen the live original Johnny Weissmuller classics.
Oh!
Johnny Weissmuller.
Didn't you visit his theme park?
Yes, I did. In Florida.
Johnny Weissmuller, the original Tarzan from the movies, didn't he take his Tarzan fame and segue into building a theme park in Florida?
In Florida.
And you visited
Central
the
Florida,
remains.
Titusville, which is where the rockets and the former space shuttles used to go up into the air.
So you could watch
Not
a
Tarzan
space
related.
shuttle going into the air from Tarzan's personal jungle.
You could have, but that was back in like the 50s and the 60s.
What's there
and
now?
The 70s. Nothing. It's abandoned. Completely empty and desolate. No remnants of Tarzanisms.
But you visited on the Daily Woo.
I did.
The Daily
Just
Woo.
look up Tarzan the Daily Woo. And you will either see me swinging on a rope or you will see the abandoned theme park. No one wants to see me swinging on a rope.
I'm just
wearing nothing other than a loincloth.
I'm just letting them go by because I'm procrastinating getting any higher.
You hate heights.
I do. I'm procrastinating getting any higher than this, which is pathetically not high, and I'm already getting weird about it. You're just
could
cool
just
with
stand
this?
right here.
Well, we could.
You could just stand right here and watch the queue
Look
line.
at his
over at-
green shoes. Those are very bright shoes.
You ever just people watch? The greatest thing I love about Disneyland or any population of people in general is people watching.
I watch people.
The happy faces. They love to run and run.
Love to run and run. Look at here we have. Look at people. Here we have someone on their first visit. What they don't know is that by coming in this treehouse, it could be their last visit.
Look at these. This is all that's holding this up. Very awesome, right there.
Thank you for making me feel more comfortable.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right.
Here we go. We'll go up the stairs. What are you afraid of? You're not afraid of heights.
I am
clearly.
afraid of. I can't think of
Nuclear
any fears
war?
at the moment. I am afraid of the sickness that is infecting my face.
What about nuclear war? Oh,
Whatever.
look
If
at
it happens,
that.
it happens.
Look. It makes me so uncomfortable. What happens is I start to get dizzy. So the more dizzy I get, the more I start clutching in terror at the sides. The more I start clutching in terror at the sides, the weirder I feel. This is pretty much the point of no return, too. This is pretty much the point at which you're forced to go through the treehouse or back down these stairs.
I kind of dig it. I'm kind of digging it, man. Kind of having a good time right here. Right now I'm having a good time. That could be the sickness talking.
You do sound pretty rough. You sound sicker than I sound. But I feel sicker than you look.
I am totally confused
Me
on
too.
how that was described.
Are you ready? Run!
Me?
Yeah, run! You can do it, Adam! This is where I come at you, and you stay there, and then The closer I get to you, you pick up your machete and you're gonna cut the bridge. Molaram! Right? Like Temple of Doom. This is scary. It's moving so much. Why are you doing that? Help! Help! Oh my gosh. That actually started to freak me out.
That actually made me almost vomit.
Woo.
I almost just regurgitated.
Look at this little girl who's literally as brave, if not braver than I am. Probably as brave. Mine's my head. You ever hit your head on that? Oh, let's let her go. She's braver than I am. I do not have that much courage. It took me a long time to build up the courage. All of these people are more brave than I am. They all have more guts and tenacity and tongue sticking out in this. I have nothing. Okay, what are we ringing the bell for? Dinner? When's the last time we were in this treehouse?
When was the last time I had dinner?
I don't know, yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not had today because it's too early for dinner.
This is the part I hate. See, it's this. It's that on either side of the stairs, you see through the bars, and you can see through the cracks below the stairs. So the whole don't look down thing doesn't really work because you're looking at the, just look at this. Help, help. So I try to look out. Oh, what a beautiful view. What a beautiful vista. That is actually beautiful. Look at that. Doesn't it look nice? Oh, and then there are children coming. I don't want to be in their way, so I crouch down, lean my back against something that feels sturdy. I don't like heights.
I will tell you a joke now.
Okay.
Basically, the gist of that bell down there reminded me of a joke about a guy who actually had he was actually armless, he had no limbs.
No limbs.
And he was hired by a church to ring a bell. But in order to ring the bell, he had to ring it with his face. He had to run and smash into the bell with his face. Okay. So he was hired by the gentleman who owned the church building. So basically what he did...
the church building.
Right. So he switched, he would step back.
Chris, this is the scariest attraction.
He would step
in the
back.
park.
He would step back,
right? Yeah.
And he would run towards the bell.
Okay.
Smash into it with his face.
With his face.
To ring the bell. This happened for weeks and weeks and weeks. Then one day he stepped really far back. He wanted to ring the bell. He wanted to ring the bell. Stepped back. Had no arms. Ran towards the bell. Missed the bell. Fell off the bell tower. Fell to his doom, if you will. Then the cops came, asked the guy, his employer said, "Do you know this man's name?" He said, "No, but his face rings a bell."
Where did you hear that joke?
That's an old joke. I paraphrased it through my sickness.
That is the most ridiculous joke of all time. No, but his face rings a bell. It did cheer me up a little. Look at this hat. That's the greatest hat I've ever seen on a child ever. Where did you get that?
Children's place, I think.
The children's place, of course. The ultimate place for children's hats. All I can think about is
Man, that joke wore me out so much in my sickness. I'm going to actually.
Do I look upset? I think I feel upset.
Would you like a lozenge?
Yeah, kind of now. But this makes me so upset. Oh, look at little Tarzan. He's crying. Well, he's not crying. He's going Oh, you look different, Adam. Yeah, Adam the Woo here. Oh no. Oh, there you are. And you can here's the intense music. You hear it getting intense.
You can tell that we're both a little under the weather.
It's rising with the intensity of my feelings. See, this little girl here is not afraid. Whoa! And it makes the baby cry. See? So you hear the baby cry.
There are a lot of people up in this treehouse. There are a lot of people up here.
It makes me more nervous instead of less nervous. You think it'd make me less nervous?
There's a lot more weight.
There's a lot more shaking too. A lot more shake weight.
Shake weight?
There's a lot more shake weight. All right. See, I'm okay. Oh, look at the wind is blowing now. Rocking the tree in a gentle swaying manner.
Yes, that doesn't help your fear at all.
I'm just trying to look up. Looking up at the branches. The wonderful fake foliage.
It's pretty awesome.
It looks real,
There are
doesn't it?
some, you know, that you have actually pointed this out in your Random Land series, that you can actually eat some of the plants out here. I would not recommend eating these.
This is one plant you would definitely not want to eat because of the rubberized nature of this nature. The rubberized nature of this nature would preclude...
You know, my nose is running, And as I lean over
Where's it going?
I'm trying to stop the get the blockage going.
You're trying to get the
could
blockage.
almost drip a drippage.
Well, what's over there?
Nothing, just foliage.
Well,
Fake
are there humans
and
under
real.
the
No, there's
foliage?
nothing. We're safe down
Well,
here.
so then you could drip away, my
I
friend.
can just drip.
Just drip and
away.
He
You don't
loves
want to do that.
drip and drip.
You're not actually
Why?
meaning to do it. It just happens when you are ill, when you are a little sick, if you will, a little bit of a
In
cold.
the South, doesn't ill mean angry? Like,
What-
oh, Jeffrey's ill right now. Like he's a little mad, he's ticked off.
You know what happened? You know what the punishment is? You know
What?
what they call a sick bird?
No.
An illegal.
A what?
An illegal.
An illegal. An illegal.
Oh, I'm full of jokes today.
You are. What happened? Normally
am I?
I'm the one with the
What
bad
am I,
jokes.
Tyler Evans, rock journalist?
Right? Look at this guy. You have a handsome face. We just wanted to take a look. I realized just now how weird that is to stick a camera in someone's face and go, look at this guy when you don't know him. I never thought about that before.
That kind of happened to me the other day.
Oh,
It happened
yeah.
to me the other day.
And the guy.
You never know
But you
what's-
learned something important.
What's that?
You learned something important. It's a safety issue. And from now on, thanks to the Daily Woo and you meeting a guy that you stuck a camera in his face, we now know that cameras start fires.
That's very true.
Remember, children.
So in this case, being in a treehouse definitely makes it way more safe if you have a camera.
We need to be careful in the treehouse. Well, now that I know the camera could start a fire, we're going to be safe in the treehouse. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure to go to youtube.com/thedailywoo and watch yesterday's
Yesterday's vlog.
Look at this. Aww, things are happening. So explain what's happening in that scene. What did we just see?
Don't stop your crying. It'll be alright. Do I sound anything like Phil Collins?
No, you kind of sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger a little.
Don't stop your
Come
crying.
on.
Don't stop your crying. It'll be alright. Come on.
Last time we were in this treehouse together, we were here because we were doing a Walt Disney in Disneyland photo
I remember
tribute.
that.
We were
I was there.
recreating the scenes.
You don't have to tell me. I was there.
So Walt Disney was standing here looking at a map of the Jungle Cruise. So we were like trying to film it. Oh, you guys can go ahead. Or not Jungle Cruise. He was checking out the Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse,
Correct.
which is what this used to be. We just touched hats. We just leveled up as friends.
So this
So-
is a little throwback.
So this is a little throwback to a video, which we did. I don't remember whose video was that in because we did a two-parter.
Mine. I think I did the shot where you were here. You did the other shots. We did 5 and 5.
We did 5 and 5
spots.
So
where
I did
Walt
5
Disney
Walt in
walked.
the park, and you did 5 Walt in the
Right.
park spots, and we did like a team up, a collab.
Some people have been asking for a part 2 on both of them.
Oh!
We should do that at some point.
Right there. So it's so sketchy because I'm trying to help Adam get footage from the scariest perch in the park. I'm actually feeling better about this than I normally would today because I kind of had a little bit of a, oh my gosh, you are crazy. I'm good. Because I had kind of a cranky day. Oh, look at Hidden Mickey. See? Kind of. A little bit of a hidden Mickey there. No? People say it's legit. I don't know. See the Hidden Mickey? Tarzan, put a shirt on. Come on.
That's what I was talking about me earlier in a loincloth, pulling
basically the remnants of Johnny Weissmuller's ghost from the path. And you know what I think?
Goats?
You know what
Johnny
Johnny
Weissmuller
Weissmuller
had
would
goats?
say if I was wearing a loincloth?
Nothing, because there's nothing wrong with
You'll be in my heart always.
legit. I was gonna say he wouldn't say anything
And I
negative.
have to say,
he wouldn't say anything
this
negative.
is probably
because
the
there's
most
nothing
time the
wrong.
historic figure Johnny Weissmuller has ever been mentioned in a 5-minute period in a row.
Yeah, especially
In present day.
even in this treehouse, that's probably true. You know what else though? Is he wouldn't say anything negative about the loincloth because there's nothing wrong with wearing the loincloth, as we all know. This is the part that really stinks for me because now we have to go down. And this is what I'm looking at, and this is why I don't like it. There's a child here that I might have to push over the side in my desperate attempt to flee down the treehouse. I started keeping my eyes shut. Adam has abandoned me. Maybe he's more scared than I am. Maybe he's less scared. It doesn't matter. I'm just pretending everything's cool. You guys can look at this. La 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 la. And gently down. Woo! Normally I would actually be a lot more nervous of that treehouse than I just was. But today was kind of a weird day. Kind of a grumpy day. Kind of one of those days where something happens out of the blue and you try to say the thing that you're trying to say and you say it wrong and other people are getting angry and you're like, why? Why are you getting angry? And miscommunication, misinterpretation. It just happens though. You can either get upset that you have an intrapersonal conflict with someone, or you can just try to let it roll off your back, which is what I try to do. Not to say that I'm always right in every situation, but just the right thing to do in every situation is to go, okay, maybe I'm being misinterpreted, but maybe I'm also misinterpreting. Let it go. Let everybody calm down. Come at it again another time. So I just had kind of a crazy day today. I cannot elaborate. Not because I have anything to hide or anything not to share about my life, but because you don't want to drag other people's lives into the vlog. So there's some things I don't answer or talk about when you guys comment on them or bring them up. And the reason is not because I have anything personally to hide or to be ashamed of, but because I'm considering the feelings of other people who may be dragged into the answer. That is neither here nor there, but just keep that in your mind. If you're ever commenting on something a lot and you're not getting a response from me about it, it's probably because there's no way for me to delicately answer. Here comes the woo. So I'm back in Southern California, back at Disneyland. Look at this princess. Perfect princess. More princesses everywhere, but we're both kind of sick. Under the weather. And we were just up in the weather. You feel that?
There's a little bit of mist.
A little bit of rain.
It's coming from my eyes right now because I am sad that the Sometimes vlog is coming to an end.
That's a little stinging rain. Where's the big old fat rain? Rain seemed to come up from underneath.
I'm smelling the beautiful smells of Bingle Bar right now.
Look at that. You see that? She's a princess.
Is it okay to eat barbecue when you're ill?
I think so.
Under the weather?
Is it okay to eat barbecue when you're ill? Like when you're sick, is it good to eat barbecue?
Probably not.
Oh, he said probably not. Let's ask this gentleman. Is it okay to eat barbecue when you're sick? Like, is that good for you? He says yes. He says yes. So we're 50-50 here.
All right.
As long as
I'm going with that guy's answer.
Wait a minute. I have a question. What's up? Is it okay to eat barbecue when you're sick? Is it a good idea? If you're sick, you ever cold?
I would say no.
No?
I would say no.
So we're 2 out of 3. So we're 2 out of 3 against me.
Here we go. Can I ask you a question? Yeah. Is it okay to eat barbecue food when you're sick? Like if you're sick, is it okay to
Depends on what kind of sick.
Well, like a little cold. A little bit of head cold.
Head cold? Yeah. Stomach flu? No.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, very true.
There's a doctor in the house.
This is a doctor.
No, just somebody who had the stomach flu.
Oh, just someone who has the stomach flu, he said. Or did he say had? I hope he said had, and not has.
I didn't want to scare him by getting too close to him, obviously.
I didn't want to scare this gentleman by getting too close either, but I did. He ducked right under the camera there. Which is, he should have been more careful, that guy who just ducked under the camera, because as we now know, these cameras can start fires.
It is probably not good for us to be out here in this rain. So we should either go under...
So there's now a t-shirt at adamthewoo.spreadshirt.com of the gentleman who was very upset about your camera potentially starting a fire.
Is there?
There is. I designed it.
You know, you did.
I did.
You did a heck of a job
and
on that as well.
It's the greatest t-shirt ever. And some people were a little upset because clearly the gentleman had some kind of substance abuse problems, if not other problems. But we're not saying anything negative. We just want people to know. I want people... I'll take the blame. I just want people to know cameras could start fires. What's this?
You got the last
It's
one.
a Jabba.
Jabba!
Here's
the
a
last
trivia.
Jabba.
Here's a trivia question. Do you know where Jabba is in the treehouse?
What treehouse?
The treehouse.
Swiss Family Treehouse.
Formerly the
Tarzan treehouse.
Tarzan. It's the Tarzan treehouse.
There's actually a Jabba.
There's a Jabba.
If you're walking
That's
by,
cool.
go walk by now. We just showed them.
You can see his face.
And you walk by on the right-hand side of the tree, look to your left, you'll see a big Jabba face. Some people say it's
carved in.
real.
You look at it from a distance, you'll see it. Cool.
Jabba.
So
Thank
over
you.
the
Jabba and Jabba. Here we have a woman trying to rest. You know how I can tell she's a pirate? Because she's stealing a little rest. Yarr! All right, I got nothing. Oh, look at this. They made sure to put a new plaque here on the stairwell for 21 Royal. I wonder what could be up there.
That's a good question. Why are we standing so close? We are both
Why
sick.
aren't we standing closer?
So we cannot contagify each other.
We don't know that we have the same cold.
You might have a stomach flu.
No, I definitely
I
have
might
a
have a
stomach
head cold or a mucous membrane acting up region. Which, as the vlog goes on, I'm actually feeling better. So maybe cameras don't start fires. Maybe cameras
kill
heal
germs.
They heal, or in your terms, kill germs, which would be the same as healing.
Do you think cameras can cure germs?
Yeah, why not?
There we go. See? He thinks cameras can cure germs.
What do you think?
I think you look like a hatbox ghost.
Oh no, not about the hat. About like how good my face looks with the beard. At
Let me
this
think.
point.
Let me look at it. Let me do it closer. I think it looks good.
All right. Cool.
What do you think? Do you think he looks good with the beard?
Excellent.
Excellent.
What about the hat?
What about the hat?
Also excellent. Perfection. Like
He can pull off
Not
the hat,
this
right?
hat. Not this hat. This hat.
This hat.
Success.
Great.
Great success.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. See, look it. Getting all kinds of
It's
advice.
always good to get opinions.
It is. It's good to
Opinions.
poll people.
Opinions are
It's
like
not good to
onions.
stick a poll
Everyone
in
does not
people.
like them.
That's true.
I don't know what that means.
I know exactly what that means.
Do you know what this onion means?
Andrew,
Yes.
what does an onion mean?
What's an onion mean?
Like, if you were to dream about an onion, what does that mean?
Would you cry?
What?
Layers.
Layers. Mind blown. Mind. Look at these people are putting on ponchos. I don't know what language that man was speaking, so therefore I have no idea what he said or whether he was
Here's a
talking to
little
us or
trivia
not.
question.
Oh.
Take a look at the ponchos
Oh.
real quick. Show the ponchos.
There they are.
Now, I am not familiar with Disneyland as much as you are because you have lived in Southern California your
My
whole life.
entire life.
But at Disney World in Florida, the ponchos used to be actually colored yellow or a series
We normally have. I think
of
ours used to
other
be yellow
colors.
too.
And do you know why? Why am I talking like Doc Brown? Do
You know
why they are actually clear now?
Why?
And not colored?
Why are they clear now?
That way.
Didn't you co-write Seinfeld? You did. You did.
The reason
Larry
is
David back there.
that way you can actually see your family members and tell what they are wearing and carrying their bags and not
so you
in
don't
disguise.
lose, so you don't get lost.
So they are see-through.
So children won't get lost. They can recognize their parents by
staring
seeing
at?
through.
What
I don't
are we
know.
looking
I
at
was
on
just
the
looking
ground?
down on the ground because I thought something fell off of me, but I could be wrong.
It's not, but that's the reason. A little trivia tidbit from me to you. You're usually the one giving the facts and the figures. Today,
I appreciate you sharing your little tidbit with me.
it's my turn.
Look at this guy's lost right now. I think his family put on colored ponchos because he clearly can't find them.
You know another interesting fact, a
Also, I'd
throwback.
like to point out to people that, so I'm touching you, but look at how
are?
it looks like there's distance between us. When we get close to people and are talking to strangers, we're getting ridiculously, like it looks like you're far away. I was just explaining something about distance, but I could touch you. So when we're getting close to people, we're getting really, really close to people.
What's that? Yeah, so you're literally
I'm
about a half a foot.
I'm a half
Look at
distance
it.
away.
Like this, like
Yeah.
so close. So what are you referring to?
Well, I'm just saying, like, when we're polling people and discussing things with these strangers, or when you're talking about the safety of cameras and fires, the camera is actually getting a lot closer.
So when a guy is
than it
like
appears
doing
to be.
this, and you could actually think that maybe he might actually
You are
be
within a
inclined.
arm's length away right
Right.
now of this camera.
So if someone is not kind-hearted, you might actually get a little fear in your heart.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying is this man right here at this distance could easily punch me. So anytime anyone's at least that big in the screen, they could easily punch me.
that's true. He just did.
He just almost did. Oh,
gave you a little-
look, it's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is here. Johnny Depp is here, and he's really happy. He was happy to get noticed. I've heard that
You
he
know
was
who
more
else
shy
you
than
noticed
that.
a while back?
Who? Who?
You did a vlog. I'm joking.
Oh.
Right over there where we were standing, you
Uh-huh.
were talking about the arm's length thing.
Yeah.
That's where you met Gaston.
That is where I met Gaston on the Sometimes vlog. Look at your guys' ponchos.
See, those are
Those
the old school ponchos.
are fashionable. I love
poncho.
I love. Look at
Oh, hey.
Yay!
Oh, is this a vlog?
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's a
For it just for the sake of
Oh, like
having
YouTube
it.
or what?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, hey.
Yay!
Follow me on Twitter at Focus Nash.
She's ready.
Little self-promotion.
Self-promotion.
there.
She
You
was.
don't- she has no idea what she just unleashed
She
upon
just
herself.
unleashed-
What's your guys' YouTube?
This one is youtube.com/JusticeGuard. I also have this show here, see? Random Land. And this is Adam the Woo. He's YouTube famous, so.
Oh, okay, we'll subscribe to you guys.
Yay! I'm sure they will subscribe. I'm 100% sure that that's their first priority now is to go home.
Not riding Space Mountain.
Right,
Indiana
they're not going to
Jones.
do any of that.
All of
They're
those.
going to go directly home to Brooklyn and subscribe.
Yes.
Here we have the guy that played Two-Face in that Batman movie. Aaron Eckhart, is that his name? I forget.
Which Batman movie? The old school one?
The new school.
Tommy Lee Jones?
Tommy Lee Jones? Well, isn't it weird that Tommy Lee Jones ended up playing Two-Face in those movies when they had Billy D. Williams in the original 1989 Batman playing Harvey Dent? I think Billy D. deserved his time in the sun as Two-Face.
You think so?
I think so.
Why don't you cry about it?
Okay.
I was gonna say something else, but it didn't make sense.
I'm just saying. I've seen him in those Colt 45 commercials. I think he could have pulled off the role.
It wouldn't have made sense though if he was the mayor and then became.
No, he wasn't the mayor. He was Harvey Dent. He was the district attorney.
District attorney.
Harvey Dent.
That's the same thing as a mayor, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's who Harvey Dent was, right? The district attorney, and then he got
That's a
Two-Face.
good call.
Became Two-Face.
Take back what I said about
But
you
he shouldn't
crying
have been.
about it.
He shouldn't have been Tommy Lee Jones. He should have remained Billy D. Williams. Because of Colt 45, the beer made him Two-Faced. It could have been a whole thing.
I like where you're going with this.
I don't know where I'm
I'm
going
not
with
paying attention,
this.
but I like where you're going with it.
I am going on an adventure with this guy. I'm going to leave you here and go off with this guy. It's his first visit here, but clearly is a man of adventure. He knows where he's going and what he's doing. So subscribe for some more Sometimes vlogs. Check out livefastlightporterspreadshirt.com, livefastlightport.com, all those website things that we have. I'm just kidding about that guy. You're still my friend. We're still going to hang out. I love you all.
I've always wanted one of these. And when I say always wanted one, I mean within the last 3 minutes, because my attention span is so short that when I see it, I want it, and then I'm going to forget about it the rest of the time. But this is actually really cool.